Hey everybody, T-Man again, bringing you guys another video, and once again, continuing my series of fantasy booking, hitting every single superstar in the WWE roster. Right now, I have Alberto Del Rio in the book. You can see my fantasy booking of Alberto Del Rio, Jack Swagger, Wade Barrett, and I did one more and I can't remember who. But anyways, you can see those fantasy booking segments that I did that I'm going to hit on each and every superstar. And this one being Seth Rollins. I'm going to be doing my fantasy booking of Seth Rollins once he returns back to the WWE. Now, right now, Seth Rollins is obviously injured, vacated the WWE title. Let me tell you something about Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, in my opinion, was the most underrated guy that the WWE had in a long time. What I like about Seth Rollins is he reminds me of an old school wrestler, like one of the last dying breed. I put him up there with like Randy Orton, Edge. Those guys are like a dying breed. It's guys like Edge, Randy Orton, Triple H, guys from that old school Attitude Era and the Next Generation, the Ruthless Aggression era, if you want to call it. Guys like Orton and Edge mostly is like what I see for Seth Rollins. I find him like a mix between like a Triple H, Randy Orton, and an Edge. And he's a dying breed, Seth Rollins. He's a guy that could play a heel and he could play a babyface. And I remember, it's so funny to me, back when Seth Rollins was in the Shield, I remember looking at him thinking, you know, early on in the Shield, he's probably going to be that last guy. Like Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose will probably be the main moneymakers, and Seth Rollins is probably going to be dead last. But then as it was going on, especially towards the end, holy crap, I had no idea the levels. I mean, once when they gave Seth Rollins the ball, he ran with it. And what I like about Seth Rollins compared to any other superstar now in the WWE of the modern day wrestlers is the problem with the modern day wrestling is all their promos are all scripted. All the promos are all scripted, so everybody sounds like a bunch of robots. Nobody could bring out their own personality anymore. I've said it in countless videos. We'll never see an Austin. We'll never see a Rock. We'll never see these type of guys again because these guys cannot show their own personality. All those guys, they may gave them scripts or whatever, but they made it sound like they came from their own words, and a lot of the times, you know, it was improv. You have to think on the fly. These guys don't think on the fly. These guys are all scripted. And the thing about Seth Rollins is he can take that promo just like everybody else, but I guess what I'm saying is he's a better actor. You know, when he says it, it sounds like he's writing it. He is so good in that heel role. By far, he's the best heel in today's era. And I know a lot of you are going to say Kevin Owens, and he's good. Kevin Owens is good, but what WWE does for the world title scenarios and stuff, Seth Rollins is that good. So now, putting that aside, what I think about Seth Rollins, now how I would book Seth Rollins when he returns back from this injury. Now, we already saw, you know, the avenue of his character, what he's like in the Authority role. You know, in the Authority, that heel champion, and the beauty about that is he will be a heel for the majority of his career. Okay, he's going to be a heel. He's going to be a top guy now for the rest of his career, for his very young career. He's young right now. So right now, when he comes back from injury, you have a very special opportunity here to do something different. I mean, the heel avenue is always going to be there. We already saw that that part of his character, the heel part. So now, when he comes back, let's see a different avenue to his character. Let's see something different. Let's see when Seth Rollins comes back. When he comes back, let's say the wins in wrestling is different. It's a completely different aspect. The landscape is completely different from when he last left it. Now we have, in my fantasy book, and remember, this is not reality, Roman Reigns is now a heel. And if you want to see how Roman Reigns became a heel, check out my fantasy booking for WrestleMania 32. Subscribe and watch that video I did a couple days ago, and you will see my fantasy booking on how to turn Roman Reigns heel the right way. So anyways, he comes back, Roman Reigns heel. John Cena is now a heel. Again, watch the WrestleMania 32 fantasy booking to see how. These guys are now heels, right? Now, everything is different now in wrestling. So now he's not guaranteed an immediate title match when he first comes back, like he thinks. He thinks, okay, I never lost the title. I'm a part of the Authority. But now, things are different. Roman Reigns is Vince McMahon's new pet. Triple H really doesn't have that much authority anymore. Let's say that happens once when he comes following the events of WrestleMania 32. Let's say Triple H no longer has that type of stroke anymore. McMahon is more hands-on. Stephanie is caught in the middle between her father and her husband. And Vince McMahon does not want to put Seth Rollins in the immediate title match when he comes back. So now Seth Rollins has to fight now as a babyface. He has to fight the odds, fight against guys. So I would not put him in an immediate title match when he comes back. I would gain the respects of the fans, see that, you know, he's no longer a part of the Authority, and now he needs to fight the odds. That's what I would do with Seth Rollins. Have him a babyface. Because Seth Rollins is so good on the mic as a heel, he's going to be just as good on a babyface. We don't have that many great babyface people on the mic. We don't. So let's see what Seth Rollins could do as a babyface. We know what John Cena can do on the babyface as a heel. I feel like if we swap John Cena heel, Seth Rollins to a babyface, I think that's a different avenue. I feel like that brings a little bit more exciting to the WWE. People are so tired of John Cena, but you know what? I think that's the next video I'm going to do in the fantasy booking is John Cena. But just flipping those two brings a whole new avenue to WWE, makes it a little bit more entertaining, because John Cena as a heel is good. I hate him as a babyface, and I think the rest of the WWE universe is tired of the hustle, loyalty, respect. Unless you're 5 years old or younger, you could care less right now. So, and then Seth Rollins is so good in that heel role as on promos and stuff. He's gonna be just as good as a babyface. So that's what I would do. Eventually, I would give back the title to Rollins, but that's eventually. I already told you in my fantasy booking of Cesaro that I would build Brock Lesnar and Cesaro on this unbelievable undefeated streaks each, leading them together eventually, having an undefeated, you know, streak of Brock Lesnar and an undefeated crazy comeback of Cesaro once when he comes back on a collision course. And watch my Cesaro booking to see how I do that, then have Cesaro win, and then you have Seth Rollins turning heel, beating Cesaro, winning the World Heavyweight title. Then I would have Seth Rollins as your heel champion, maybe roll into maybe next year's SummerSlam or something like that. Drop the title to or to SummerSlam or however long it is drop it then to AJ Styles. Have Seth Rollins drop the world title to the guy like AJ Styles or something like that. That's what I would do. You have to think more pay-per-views ahead. You have to think what you're going to do with each thing of the character. Okay? And the thing about Rollins is I want to see more of his character. I don't want to see Seth Rollins when he comes back go right back into that authority role. We've seen it. We know what it's like. He's been out for a while, so now let's see a new avenue of his character. Let's not jump right back in that authority role. You can always do that later. We can always see Seth Rollins again as a heel, which I think he's going to be a heel the majority of his career, and he's good at it. But right now, let's see him in that babyface role when he comes back. My next video will be doing my fantasy booking of John Cena. I will see you guys for the next video. Let me know what other superstars I have not done yet. I'm gonna hit everybody, but which ones do you want to see more of my fantasy booking, how I would book this WWE superstar? Let me know in the comments below which superstar you would like to see me do next. And until that video, please let's grow this channel together, and please subscribe. See you for the next video. Take care, guys.